Dr. Destura.
Okay. Second,
Armenia Sepe, staff nurse.
staff nurse. Third, our fourth is from Elmer Zamora.
From Neuro ICU Acute Stroke Unit.
Next, top 10 is Joanna Atotubo, a medical resident.
Top 8, Miss Frances Lynn Sarmiento
Home care
from
nurse.
NSO Home Care Nurse.
Next is Alan Kabuang, a housekeeper.
Okay, next is Mr. Dennis Manalo, chaplain's assistant.
And of course, the handsome doctor,
Wow.
Dr. Chongson,
John
our
Chongson.
neurologist.
Alex of Physical Therapy, PMRD.
Okay,
That sums up our top.
so that's our top,
Top
10.
10, yeah.
All right. Our top 10 actually, we will be receiving an additional 500 pesos. So, meron na silang how much? 100 bucks.
500
1,000 bucks.
500, 1,000.
1,000
Good
bucks.
mathematics.
Oo nga eh. Okay, now, based on the talent scores, we will be eliminating these entries and we will have our 5 grand prize winners who will each get, again, an additional 2,000 pesos. So, in total, they have 3,000 pesos.
And now, to bequeath the honors, may we ask Dr. Bengson, Dr. Ramos, and Dr. Valdez to come up on stage for the
Yes.
awarding of the patient
Okay,
partner.
but before that, sino yung 5 winners natin? Please, reveal the 5 winners. First is
Francis Lynn
Francelyn
Sarmiento,
Sarmiento,
home
our
care
home
nurse.
care nurse. Okay, ang sinabi niya, I administer skilled nursing care to patients requiring home care nursing services. I see and assess them in their homes. I teach, supervise, counsel them and their family regarding the plan of care. I collaborate with their physicians. Our top 2, Adrian?
Is Dr. Raul Destura. Before I enter a patient's room, I make sure that I know the patient's first name. It makes me focus on the person, not just the infection. Wow.
That's
It's a
for
nice
Dr.
perspective,
Destura.
right?
For our third winner, the handsome neurologist, Dr. John Tiongson. I call up sinabi niya na kanina yan, di ba?
Yeah.
So, ulitin ko lang, I call up my patients a few days after discharge or after their clinic visit to check how they are. I check if they are adherent to the treatment plans. I give them the opportunity to ask questions. Our fourth,
Is Mr. Elmer Zamora. I consistently and regularly check that the patient has access to the call button and that the side rails are properly raised. I regularly ensure that the room's facilities and equipment, such as the aircon, lights, oxygen, vacuum for suctioning, air gauge, and the others are properly functioning according to the patient's needs. I remain cool-headed during emotional outbreaks of patients and their relatives, enabling me to address their immediate concern.
and for our last winner, Mr. Dennis Manalo. I comfort the sick. I see the image of Jesus in every one of them.
Yeah.
All right. So, to award the 5 winners, may
Okay.
again call on Dr. Bengson,
Dr. Benson,
Dr. Eugene Ramos, and
Miss
Dr.
Florian.
Valdez. And we would like to call on the 5 winners on stage, please.
Dr. Chongson,
Dr. Chongson,
Francis,
any representative.
representative
the home
for
care.
Francis, Mrs. Carolino.
Okay. Key Mr. Zamora.
Mr. Zamora, Mr. Ferdy Aganon, the
Okay.
manager of the ICU.
So we have Dr. Chongson is not here anymore.
Ah, okay.
So in behalf of Dr. Chongson, Dr. Eugene Ramos
yeah.
will be the one going to be acknowledged.
What's the other one, ma'am?
Mr. Dennis.
Dennis Manalo, yeah.
Dr. Dennis Manalo. Anyone from the chaplain's office? Wala.
Wala eh. Maybe we can have Dr. Bengson too.
Okay. Yes. Oh. Sino daw ang coming from Neuro?
Neuro resident.
Dr. Bengson daw, sabi ni BJM. Aksu, Ferdy is there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
How about for Dennis?
For Dennis?
Sir Ding.
Sir Ding. Please
Sir Ding,
come forward
maybe you can divide it into half.
for a photo op.
Okay, so we have now representatives from nursing.
From home care. There's
We lack one more. Okay, dalawa daw yung kay Sir Ferdy. Yeah.
Okay, photo op. Congratulations again for a top 5. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
But now at this
So
point,
to be delivered, the cash.
yeah, there's no award. Dr. Bengson is protesting. Dr. Bengson, can we
total
ask you to remain here, sir? Because at this point, we'd like to hear some words, some inspiring words from our own CEO and President and CEO, Dr. Alfredo R. A. Bengson.
The first thing I will say is that you got to make sure that the awardees get their money,
Yes,
get their
sir.
award. Risa, you better put yourself on the line in terms of that commitment. Okay. Well, let me begin by thanking all of you for coming to our closure event that brings to a close our celebration of our 43rd anniversary, which we have celebrated this past week. And I want to thank especially our guests for sharing their time with us as we look back, remember, and look forward to a better future. I have to tell you a few secrets here. Actually, I wasn't told by Risa that I have a part here until maybe about an hour ago. And she went down to the 4th floor and said, "You have to say something." And, I'm jolted by surprises. And I said, although this week I've been asked to say things more than once, so that was not exactly something unexpected. So I tried to figure out what can I say and what can I say that you can take with you forever. And so she described to me the main event this afternoon and this evening. How the men and women of the Medical City speak to that which defines who we are, which defines what we stand for, which defines our character and our color. And it is not an accident that in asking who defines us, the answer is, it is our patients. Because after all, they are our reason for being who we are. Okay? The value proposition of patient partnership is understood by our brains. And the translation of the message of our value proposition into reality, as you have witnessed from the witnessing of the 25 people, is executed in the context of our work, by our limbs, by our feet, by our hands, by the action we take day to day, moment to moment, period to period. But the question to my mind is, how do we take this very defining, very distinctive, very distinguished value proposition and maintain it and sustain it in our daily lives? How do we maintain it?